Hey guys, welcome back to Beamng Drive Tough Truck Challenge. So today we are going to be taking the RS. If you remember from our last episode, funny enough, the car that went the furthest wasn't even. It was literally the CVT edition 1.8 liter. This is a 2.0 all-wheel drive RS, as you can tell from the badges. And I don't have high hopes for this car. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the car, but I don't see it lasting very long. And the reason being is because it's so fast around some of those turns, it tears itself up. Like right here, I have to go full throttle the entire way, and it just completely screws it up. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I recorded this once already, and I landed there, and when I say I landed bad, I landed straight on my nose, completely torched the motor on that one. Wasn't a whole lot I could do about it, and I didn't really feel like the car got the love it deserved. So my new rule is if it's under 0.2 miles and if it shatters itself there, I can let off the throttle there if I need to, just to save the car a little bit. I will go full throttle as much as I can, but if I know there's a spot like that, I'll let it reset if it blows it up. If the car gets damaged because of a bad landing, that's one thing, but if it gets destroyed because that first landing over there, then I will be switching over and allowing it to have a redo. This is going to be a bad landing right here. I can already see it because I am doing some moving straight on that passenger side tire. Gotta back it up a little bit. Yep, right there, just like that. I've lost steering on the front end on both tires, so as you see, I can move it, but it's not letting me go anywhere else. So this one made it 1.7 miles. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for the RS. I hate to see it go out like that, but honestly, it wasn't a whole lot I could do about that. So back on to the next car. We're going to be running with the next vehicle in the lineup. So this vehicle is these two just with the badge. Same thing with these. That's why I'm not using a bunch of different vehicles. I figured this one and this one are the same thing. I did use a police package because the police package does have some upgraded parts to it. This one, the Interceptor, is going to be this right here, just with the badge. Same thing with this one. So we're going to switch these and go straight to the tuned version of the straight tuned, obviously. We'll start there with this one. And my favorite thing, there's neons. I'm a sucker for neon lights. I've always loved them. I usually change the lights on this one to a different color. Bad landing. Oil radiator is damaged, so the oil cooler, which means that there's going to be an oil leak now. I'm on rotate. These cars with the stiffer suspensions don't seem to last that long either because the little jumps like that back there tear them up. I'm already struggling to turn, and I don't see anything dragging, so I'm not really sure why it's struggling to turn. Yeah, this thing does not want to rotate. Very bad cross member damage right there. Every single time I go through that, it damages the front cross members, and it's frustrating too. Oh, another hit to the cross member on the front. That one actually spun me out too. The good news is my neons are still working. Another hard landing coming up right here. I am now officially front wheel drive. But thankfully, with this being an all wheel drive, I'm not completely out of the game just yet. Oh, don't do it. There we go. nasty landing on the front, but so far everything seems like it's doing okay. The oil is running a little bit hot right now, so I am smoking a little bit. Another bad landing here, I guarantee it. Yep, very nasty landing. I'm losing steering in the front end, and I have a feeling I have a feeling this is gonna be the last jump it's gonna take. Looks like I was wrong. We are on to lap 2 now. It's not wanting to circle the way that I want it to. I just cleared my old bumper. I want that bumper behind me. I want it gone. I don't like that bumper hanging. This definitely getting a little cockeyed in the steering here, though. Put that angle, though. Hitting these a little bit more speed this time. Looks like we're going to hit them a little harder than I was wanting to. I'm running at 109 Celsius for my heater right now. 227 degrees Fahrenheit for the oil. Sorry, not the heater, the oil. Didn't go quite as far this time, but still on the road, so we're still going to keep going. With these powerful sports cars like this, a lot of times I'll switch over and try to get into a higher gear, but it'll be like first is too much gear, 2 isn't enough. And so I'll have it in second gear and I'm bogging it down, and then I switch over to first and I'm revving it out like crazy. I just lost steering. I think that was it for it. Yep. That was it. So I made it 3.57 miles. I made it 5.75 kilometers, and that is all that the Street Tune wrote. Sadly, that's just shy of 2 laps, I believe. Next car in the lineup is going to be one of my more favorite ones. This one is going to be the Drift Tune. So the goal is not going to be to drift around the spot all the time. Unfortunately, with it being rural drive, once that drive shaft busts, that's it. And I have to feather this one a lot more because it is so torquey that it wants to sit there and spin the tires. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a good drifter. There we go. Tear up that suspension. You gotta admit though that it is kind of fun getting it to hold the turn. Of course, then I do stuff like that and completely screw myself. The drift version of this car is one of the more manageable ones out of all the drift configurations we got. Between the angle kit and everything else, it's definitely a fun thing to play with. But so help you if you got to keep it straight. Now, I don't want to get sideways on these because I'd get sideways on this. It's definitely going to rip a tire off. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere near as fast as I normally would. Oh, that's going to hurt. Well, maybe not. You know, maybe that's the way I should do those jumps from now on. Just seem to like that a lot more than the normal landing. I will say too, slicks on the dirt is very uncontrollable. That's gonna be another point that's gonna make this thing last longer because I can't push it as far or as hard because of the dirt. Well, I think this one has the potential of lasting longer than the CVT edition did. But I mean, you never know. It may surprise me. And I'm rolling it. And we're back. Wasn't expecting it to land back on his wheels like that, but there you go. If you keep your momentum up, it's okay. It's just trying to get the speed back up after you hit a jump and you land funny. That's the issue. That's it. I passed. That sucks. I landed that one badly, and that bump back there, the speed bump, completely took away my rear drive shaft. So, unfortunately, that is it for this one. We're going to call it at 1.8 or 3 kilometers if you want to be technical with, yeah. So, anyways, unfortunately, none of these cars are lasting very long. And like I said, this one did not last as long as I was wanting it to. Off-road edition of the Sunburst. I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of screwed up on the last run, and as well as my recording software. So we're going to do this one just like I did the last time. Just I won't screw it up this time, I hope. So far, this car is handling the track absolutely beautifully. I am not shifting this one manually, as you see from the S2 on the left, though. Oh, come on, turn. We are absolutely booking it through this area here. And I'm going to have to hit the brakes immediately through the air here. I broke some of the front end down there, so it's not turning very well. Yeah, I just broke the axle. At least now I'm not fighting it as bad as what I could be. But unfortunately, this car's days are now limited because obviously if I can't turn the vehicle, I can't drive the vehicle. I made it to the first lap the last time I was recording this, by the way. And the same thing kind of happened. That front passenger side tire seems to take a beating on this track, and it rips it off every single time. My only hope is that I can rip that tire off where it won't keep pulling me to that side, and hope that I've got enough balance to not land bad on it. There we go. Officially on to lap 2. There we go. As long as the tire's facing outwards, I can turn. I lied, apparently. That's as cockeyed as I am. Alright, we're going to try to back up a little bit here, and there we go. I'm back to the point where I can't turn again, so I hate to say it. I hate for this to go out that quickly, but that's the end of this one, unfortunately. And then I guess for the last couple of vehicles we're gonna run, these are gonna be some of the fastest ones we've had so far. Track, rally, hill climb. These three will be on their own video by themselves, and I'll have a bit of a bonus to go with them. So for this one though, this is gonna be it for the day. I'll see you guys in the next one.